Hey guys, it's your girl Denise from At Home with Denise. Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you do, it would really help me out if you would hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button so we can see you here again the next time. So today we're going to do a quick pickup and clean of our family's main living space, do a deep clean of our stove top, as well as open up a few packages and possibly set those up. And then we're going to cook our family dinner and do a little bit of baking. So come along with me and let's get it done together. So guys, you know how we roll. It's the beginning of the never-ending saga of straightening up the pillows. So let's get to it. This week I went to Sam's Club to pick up a few items for our house, and this is what I found. I found the limited edition fall scent of the Mrs. Meyer's 3-pack that has the dish soap, the hand soap, and the multi-surface cleaner all in one. And I must tell you that this is my first time with this particular scent. Lemon verbena is my favorite. However, when I did the scratch and sniff, I fell in love with it. It just smells like fall. So I'm so excited to be able to utilize this in my house today. So we're getting ready to open the package and begin with the first item in here, and then we'll put everything else in its proper place. So I'm going to do a quick wipe down of the fireplace mantle as well as the coffee table and the 2 end tables with this new fragrance scent from Mrs. Meyer's for the fall season. So here I am adding the Mrs. Meyer's hand soap and kitchen soap into my containers that I leave on the counter next to the sink before I do a quick clean of the kitchen. So I'm going to do a quick vacuum of the kitchen and a couple of areas off camera. But I was wondering, if you have hardwood floors in your home, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer to use the vacuum, a cordless vacuum, or do you prefer to sweep? Which one do you think will get the best results for you? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you think. So we're getting ready to move on to my kitchen stovetop, which is in desperate need of cleaning. I work very hard on this, you guys, and as you're going to see, I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts. So just take a quick look and see what I've done in the beginning to get it started to get my stovetop clean. So I really concentrated the cleaner around the burners that had the most burnt on and stuck on debris on the burners to see if that would help loosen it up and to help with the scraping and the cleaning process that would come a little bit later. I'd love to hear what you think. Do you think this process of what I'm doing is going to help refresh my stovetop on today? Well, we've come to the end of me trying to get the stovetop clean. And as you can see, I wasn't that successful. It's a little bit brighter than it was, but there's still much work to be done. So hang around and let's see when I go back for a part 2. Am I more successful in restoring my stovetop? Before I get back to trying to clean my stovetop, I'm going to take a break to get my sweet potatoes started for my sweet potato pie that I'm going to make later on in the evening. So to prepare the sweet potatoes for the sweet potato pies that I'll be making a little bit later on in the evening, I'm going to use my Ninja. I know you've seen me use this before as an air fryer, but it's also a pressure cooker. So I'm going to quickly clean and cut my sweet potatoes into cubes, add them in the pressure cooker with a little bit of water, and then let them begin cooking while I go back to trying to get my stovetop together. So I'm just here quickly reviewing the guide for making sweet potatoes in the pressure cooker. And I want to review it because I don't use my pressure cooker that often. And I want to make sure that I'm following all the directions to the T so that I'm using it as safely as possible. So here we are for round 2, trying to get my stove top together. So this time I decided to come in straight with the blade and try to scrape up as much of the burnt on debris as possible to see if this would do a better job than my last try. It seems to be working, y'all. Are you praying with me? It worked, y'all. Yay, I'm so happy. It took a lot of elbow grease, but we got it done. It just makes me want to smile. It's been a minute since I've had to add a new bouquet of fresh flowers to my kitchen counter. The last bouquet lasted so long, but now it's time for a new one. And of course, I had to find some that fit in the color scheme of fall. So I'm finally finished cleaning. So now on to cooking and baking for the night. So tonight for dinner, I'm making something really quick and easy, something that many families cook throughout the week. I'm making spaghetti with corn on the cob. So come along with me as I make this really quick but satisfying and delicious dish for my family. So now that I have all of the spaghetti in the water and it's starting to boil, I'm going to use a trick that most of us know by placing a wooden spoon over my pot to keep the water from overfilling and bubbling over all over my clean stove. You all just don't know how quick I came to not cooking this evening because I didn't want to mess up my cleanly fresh stove. So now that I basically finished making the spaghetti sauce, I'm going to add just a little bit of sugar to the sauce as it continues to simmer and marinate together before I add the noodles in. So while the spaghetti sauce continues to simmer, I'm going to get the next step to start preparing to make the sweet potato pies. So you guys, I'm so excited to officially unbox my new KitchenAid stand mixer and have the opportunity to use it for the very first time this evening to help me make my sweet potato pies. So now that everything is clean and prepped and put away, we're getting ready to make our sweet potato pies. So come along with me while we get ready to bake. So I don't have a written recipe for my sweet potato pie. It's the normal ingredients that you would find in a sweet potato pie, such as sugar and cinnamon, nutmeg, and a few other items. The only difference that I find that between my sweet potato pie and others is that I use sweetened condensed milk as an added ingredient. So the pies are ready and they look absolutely beautiful and they're ready to go in the oven to be baked. So I made one for my family for dinner that evening, and I took the other one to my family's weekly Sunday family meal at my aunt's house. Well guys, that's our time for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video on today, and if you did, it would really help me out if you would hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button so we can see you here again the next time. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.